And this is Kentucky Hot Brown Boys.
Well, all right, folks. It's that time of the week again. It's Friday night. Feeling's right. It's time for your Kentucky Hot Brown Boys podcast. I'm your host, Jerry Saylor. In the studio with me, as always, our right-hand man. He used to sit on my left side, but now he's back on my right side.
Yep.
We're going to have to get him a permanent seat here. The Leopard Slope and Dusty B.
What's going down?
You see it, man. Looking excited. You seem nervous, Dusty. Are you all right?
I'm good.
You're good. Okay.
Yeah, good.
Did you pop a Viagra or anything before the show here?
Yeah, I'm all...
You're all twerked up?
Twerked up, man.
Well, all right. Yeah. Good to know, man. I can see the table rising up over there. It's kind of obvious, man. But, ladies and gentlemen, on the phone with us, adult film star, Johnny Jackhammer. What's going on, Johnny?
Nothing much. I'd like to say hello to you and all your listeners, and thanks for giving me the opportunity to give me a chance to speak with all you guys, man. It means a lot to me. So thanks again.
Well, hey, thank you, sir. We appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, we do. Thank you.
I got to admit, man, I was a little worried at first. I was like, I don't know if he's going to call in. And I was like, I'll check back with him. And sure enough, you were like, fuck yeah, let's do it. So I was like, well, okay. Let's do this, man.
Yeah, I'm ready to rock and roll, baby. Let's do it, man.
Hey, we've had some other people that were supposed to have called in and haven't called in, so I appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, man.
If I give my word, man, I'm a man of my word. That's one thing. You can say a lot of things about me, but if I say I'm going to do something, I come.
Hey, that's how I am, man. If I say I'm going to do something, by golly, I'm going to do it. I hope is our YouTube screwing up on us, Dusty? I hope to God it's not.
Don't look like it. We didn't lose him, did we?
No, he's still on here.
Okay, cool.
Everything's still going.
Nope.
Yeah, we are.
So far.
We are plagued by technical difficulties around here, so if something happens, it's pretty standard. It happens. So
I'll be on the line. Don't worry about it.
All right, man. So let me ask you, man, how exactly did a guy like you start making porn? Well, first off, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this first. Would you rather I call it porn or call it the adult film industry?
Whatever you feel comfortable calling it.
Okay.
Man. It's whatever you and your listeners refer to it as. That's fine with me.
Fair enough. I didn't know if how you felt about different terminology or whatnot, but all right. But yeah,
some people are more uptight about that. It doesn't. I mean, look. Until about 3 years ago, I was just like everyone else out there, just cranking it off, watching porn videos myself. So I'm, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
I'm not too uptight about it.
Fair enough. So how exactly did you get into the business? Were you just sitting around one day and you were like, you know what? I need to be on the other side of this camera. I'm tired of watching. I'm ready to start doing.
It was a long journey, my friend. I was in the military prior to I went to college, and when I was in the military, I was stationed out in Hawaii. I was in the Navy, and I tried to get in that way, but if you don't have a female with you, a lot of it they, especially back then. I'm a little older. I'm 38, so we're talking about the 05, the 2009 range, around that time. Back then. You didn't have a female to accompany you, and there wasn't all these sites like OnlyFans and everything like that. You'd go out that way, but they wanted you to do like a lot of gay for pay stuff. And no offense, I love all my LGBTQT fans. I'm just not a homosexual.
Hey, I'm with you there, man.
Fan base. I just make gay men make up a lot of my fan base, and I love them. It's just I'm not it's not something I'm into. So I did that, and it didn't work out. I tried to get in when I was in the Navy. It didn't quite work out for me. I went to college, and then I started doing my current job that I do now, and I fell into the swinging lifestyle.
Okay.
So I went to Vegas. I went to Vegas for a week, and I Googled sex clubs Vegas. I walked into a swinger club called the Famous Green Door. I probably fucked 5 women that night, and
Good
I was
Lord.
like, man, I'm finally the blonde with big tits at the bar. You know what I mean? It was like, I'm just sitting back, and these women are coming up to me. I was like, I never do this happen in real life. So I did that. I did that for I still do it, just not as active as I used to be. But it's about 36 maybe, 35, 36, and I moved up to New Jersey.
Right.
And this couple real beautiful wife. Her name's Natalia Oleski. I don't know if she's real active on Twitter anymore. Her and her husband, they asked me, would you like to be on Pornhub? You know, the guy said my wife always wanted to do porn, and it's hard for us to find any guys that are willing to show their face because, they're upscale, and, they mess with upscale people, and a lot of the guys they're messing with didn't want to risk it with their job. I said, fuck, that's my dream. So I started real low-key, man, just three of us having good times, drinking vodka in the basement, and they got me on Pornhub. And I got a resume out there through Pornhub, and then they made my Twitter account for me for my birthday a few years back, and and I did everything the wrong way when I first got my Twitter. I didn't know there was porn etiquette. I didn't know there was etiquette with the industry. I wish I could write a book on what not to do, because when I first got started, I had like 50 followers. I thought I was on Pornhub. I got amateur videos. I thought I was king shit at Turd Island. But, I went to my first Exotica in New Jersey. That was a little humbling. And then I shot with another actress. She's actually she's bigger now. Her name's Aria Cade. I shot with her. She was the first lady that I shot with outside of the swinger couple. And then I went with my first AVN. And you want to talk about, I thought I was big time. I had 2 videos on ManyVids. I had like 10 videos on Pornhub. And then I realized at the AVN, it's not like swinging. With swinging, I was a handsome guy in the swing world, whatever. So, but porn's business. And I learned that fast because I had about 5 scenes booked, and a lot of them canceled on me. And a lady, Alexis Allure, she's a famous actress in the BBW scene. She came through for me, and she shot with me, so I didn't lose all hope. But I'll tell you what, buddy, that was a very humbling experience, my first AVN. But the way I got to answer your question originally, I took the long way, was through the swing lifestyle.
Okay.
I lucked into it. I met a couple that wanted to be on Pornhub, and they asked me to be the meat and the sandwich.
Right. Now, was it like a 3-way type situation, or was it just like?
Yeah, we did a lot of 3-ways.
Okay.
But then every now and then it'd just be me and her. But it was like I said, we were all friends. I'm not in that close contact with those two anymore. I wish I would be. But
right.
Just things happen, but if it wasn't for those two, I'd have never got into it because I just like I said, I was just a normal guy about 3 years ago. Not saying I'm not a normal guy now. I'm not Johnny Sins or Xander Corvus or anything like that, but you know what I mean. I was just a guy cranking it out, wishing one day I could be in porn, and then one day the porn fairy came down, and I found that couple off the Swingler website, and next thing you know, I was making movies, man.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You just go from living your life, doing your thing, to start fucking on film. It's just kind of weird.
And at first I was a little weirded out. Not weirded out, but it was just like I was real cautious. Like, oh, what if people at work find it? Da da da. And then I was like, you know what? If someone at work finds it, they're watching fucking porn anyway. I'm not doing anything illegal. It's not like I'm.
Yeah.
Not like I'm doing it. It's consensual sex on camera. There's nothing illegal about it. So it's
right.
Like, fuck it.
Did people at work eventually find out about it?
No, not yet. When I was working in Jersey, some of the union guys, they did, and it was because they found me on, was it XXNX or something like that, one of those websites. They found me with one of the interracial shoots I did with an actress named Tender Montana. She's a great actress, man. Oh, huge ass, great, and I mean, great. Everything about her is great. Her personality is great. And another actor, his name was Burgundy. We did a 3-way scene in Staten Island, and the one laborer, Gary, he came across it, and oh man, those guys, they couldn't believe it. Because I put off persona. I got a dual personality. I'm work me, and then I got my adult film me, and it was like they couldn't believe it. It's like, whoa, we thought you were a big dork. I was like, yeah, that's not, huh?
I mean, just looking at you, you don't seem like you'd be a big dork. I mean, have you always been like a big, muscular kind of guy?
When I was in high school, I wrestled and I played football, and then like I said, I went to the Navy after high school. So it's like, I always wasn't as big as I am now, but I was always more on the muscular side, yeah.
Right.
But no, it's just because at work, I don't really talk about what I do outside of work. It's like, oh, what are you doing this weekend? I was like, I'm going to go see a movie. This was before COVID-19. Yeah, go see a movie, go to the gym. You know, nothing too crazy. Maybe
Yeah.
stop at the bar. And, like, the one guy I worked with, he's like, hey, I got a son your age, an older Italian guy. He's like, why don't you go out with him? He can show you around. I was like, you know, I'm all right. Because at that time, shit, I've been swinging. I've been swinging since I was 30. So it was like I was going to meet couples and having sex with guys' wives for, at this point, I think I was like, 5-6 years. And, I just didn't let on at work that I was a pure deviant,
Right. Now, are you still in the same line of work now that you were back then?
Yeah.
Oh, still.
Yeah, it's in the construction industry. I can't get into too much detail, but I work in the construction industry and I travel. So since 2012, when I graduated college, I've lived in like 9 states.
Oh, wow. So you're all
man,
over, literally.
It pays the bills. Yeah, I get around, man.
The real question here is, have you ever done like a construction worker themed porn video?
No, surprisingly, no. I did a personal trainer one, and a lot of my videos on my ManyVids are just kind of impromptu fuck videos. I did like a cheating wife one, and I did the personal trainer one. A lot of them's just been kind of me and a girl meet up and we get the business,
Yeah. Is it awkward like when you first meet them, or you just kind of like you walk in, you shake their hand, or you're just like, hey, yeah, I'm glad to be fucking you today?
You know what? I've only had one experience on set where there wasn't any chemistry. I'm a pretty social, outgoing guy, so most of the time, I get along with people. And then you message back and forth on Twitter, you get to know each other a little bit, so on and so forth.
Right.
I worked with a company, the first company ever to shoot me was in Jersey. Their name's Facial Abuse.
Yeah, facial abuse. Yeah, we're fans of facial abuse around here. Good stuff.
Yeah, they gave me my start as far as like industry work.
Right.
I worked with those guys from January until about July of 2019. And it was just draining me, man. I was working 10 hours, driving an hour and a half up to northern New Jersey, and then we would shoot. Those shoots take forever because it's not easy content. So then I would shoot porn until like 3 in the morning, drive an hour and a half home, get like an hour's sleep, and go to work another 10 hours.
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah, but no, those guys, Facial Abuse, I give them all the credit in the world. They got me my first industry work, and I made some good money with those guys. And then another company in New Jersey, it was called Intimacy Productions. I did a lot of work with those guys. I love them to death. I got kind of typecasted. It was called Anal Team 6. I was like a drill instructor for this top secret military thing where if the girl when the girls would fuck the guys in the ass, like a truth serum would come over you and you'd tell the truth.
That's great, man.
Yeah, so I shot a lot, and then when I moved down to South Carolina, I live in Charleston, South Carolina now, and COVID happened, and that put a lot of brakes on the industry. And then Charleston's not a hotbed for pornography in the first place, so like you always said, the best availability is availability, and I'm not in Miami, Vegas, or LA. So right now it's I'm just waiting on things to pick back up, and hopefully we can get back working. I tell you, one of the biggest things was getting on Stern. When I got on Howard Stern last Christmas, that was big news.
Yeah, that's where I first heard about you. It was on Stern. I've always been a big Stern fan, and we bought a new van, and we got like the free Sirius radio in it. So I was like, fuck yeah, I can listen to Howard Stern for like 6 months for free. This is awesome. And then like I heard you on there, and you did like the Hollyweird squares and whatnot. That was some drama that went on there. Are you allowed to talk about that? Are you free to talk about that?
Yeah, no, I can talk about it all you want. What do you want to know? I can tell you what you want.
Well, I mean, what exactly happened? Was he pissed about it, or was he not pissed about it? Brent, obviously, is who I'm talking about.
Yeah, so what happened, I found him on the swing website. I found Caitlin when he went out to L.A., and she was looking for someone to hook up with, and I hooked up with her through the swing website, and, we had a good time, and I guess he didn't do so well in L.A., and I was the only one, because I think she hooked up with 3 guys. One was like a cop, one was like a fireman, and then there was me, and she was like, would you be willing to go on to Howard Stern? So I was like, get the fuck out of here. So she said, yeah, my husband's the producer. I was like, fuck yeah, I'll go on Howard Stern.
Might as well, right?
So I did a call-in, and they loved me.
Yeah.
I mean, they loved me. And it was just like, she's hooking up with a porn star and he's striking out, and then those guys on Howard are fucking ball busters.
Oh,
They're
yeah.
giving it to him.
I don't think he hooked up with that chick. No matter how much he swears he did, I don't think he did.
No, she's a good woman too. She made up all these stories for him about this, that. Because when we were together, we had a great time, and then he put the screws to her, and she had to say, "Oh, I didn't come, or I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, or da da." I was like, okay,
Right.
I understand. You're a good woman. You're standing by your man. So and then he didn't want to give me any credit to start. They wouldn't use my full porn name. They wouldn't give me any love on Twitter. He was like, no, he got enough fame from fucking her. I'm not. So he was already jealous, and then when I found that out, I was like, all right, well, if you want to act like an asshole, I mean, we could play this game. So I didn't go outlandish because I was like the underdog, and that's how I got a lot of notoriety from being nice about everything and being, the underdog story.
Right.
And then when they asked me, when they mentioned getting me on the Hollywood Squares, he blew his fucking top.
Oh, no.
He said,
I was listening that morning, and he fucking went off. He was not having it.
No, and then he was, man, the Stern trolls, the people who listen to Stern who troll people I love them. But
Oh, yeah.
He got it relentlessly. I mean, every day was a jackhammer. Even Michael Rappaport, one of my biggest fans, he was talking about, I'm going to Lamar Jackhammer Jackson's going to fucking jackhammer. And, and I just think it got to him. I think it got to him that, all this shit happening, all these people are fucking with him 24 hours a day, and his blood pressure went through the roof. And, and I don't know what happened behind closed doors, why he got fired. I don't want to spread rumors because it's all speculation. But
I didn't think he got fired. I think he did. I thought he quit. I mean, according to him, he quit. But
from he probably was asked to leave.
Probably.
I heard he lost his cool on one of the guests who were hammering him about the whole jackhammer incident.
Right.
That's all speculation. There's no truth behind that.
Right.
So I don't know. But I heard he lost his cool, and I think they said, I think they asked him to leave. But once again, I have no facts behind that. It's just a rumor I heard.
Right. So.
Yeah, but he by him being an asshole and losing his cool, that was the biggest thing for my career.
Oh yeah. Oh, sorry. Got a little frog in my throat there. Got a cock in my throat. Sorry.
Yeah.
How would you say that your following, your presence grew doubled, tripled? What since doing all that?
Doubled from Stern easily. I was. I don't like to live in a world of Twitter followers, but I'm very active on Twitter, so I know that having more followers is helps you out in a lot of ways. So
oh yeah,
I went from 15 to 1,600 to 4,000 in 2 weeks.
Damn, that's pretty impressive.
Stern helped me out. Oh, dude, Stern. He's that's Howard Stern. He's not going to take my calls or anything like that. But if I could talk to the man, I'd shake his hand and tell him thank you every day for the rest of my life.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine being on Stern. I would just I don't know what the fuck I would do.
I'd freeze up.
Yeah.
Kind of like right now. I don't know what to say.
I'd be like Ricky Bobby standing there at the podium giving a fucking his winning speech, not knowing what to do with my hands and shit. I wouldn't know what the fuck to do.
I'll tell you that because I was dating a girl that lived in Manhattan, so I stayed at her place that night. And then the fucking filming started fucking 6, 7 a.m. We had to be there, and I could barely sleep that night, so I went in there maybe on 2-3 hours of sleep. I had the jitters and everything, but I knew I had to knock this shit out the park.
Right.
You know what helped me calm down a lot?
Viagra.
I met the drummer. I met the drummer from the Bloodhound Gang, and then I met Lenny Dykstra. And those two helped me. They helped me calm down a lot. Me and Lenny had a good time too, man. Lenny's a fucking riot.
Yeah, Lenny's funny as shit.
Say what you want about his personal life. That man got a heart of gold, man. He's a good fucking guy.
I've always been a Dykstra fan. Always. Since I was a little kid, man.
Yeah, I was on his one of his podcasts, Crime in Sports. He asked me to give a little speech about because they were celebrating him not getting arrested in 5 or 10 years or something like that. So I gave him a little shout out because Lenny. I was the only one everyone that showed up not kicked in the ass that morning for the show. They were all out partying in New York the night before me, being a nervous fucking wreck, not wanting to fuck this up. My big fucking moment. I tried to sleep and everything, and you see the Mark the Bagger and the Blood, because Mark the Bagger is real good friends with the Bloodhound Gang.
Yeah. Hell, he was sitting there jerking off in his square, wasn't he? Some shit like that. I forget what he was doing. Yeah.
To the blonde, to the fucking comedian, he loved her.
Yeah. Shit. What was her name?
Nikki something.
Nikki Glazer or something. Yeah, I think that was her.
Fucking
Yeah.
Smoke show.
Oh, I bet.
Hey, the funniest part about that show was the one lady she has mental issues. The heavy set lady, the one in the chair.
Wendy, the slow adult or whatever her name is.
She literally shit her pants. You heard a fucking fart, and Howard went, "Wendy, are you all right? Did you shit yourself?" And she just giggled, and said, "Yeah."
Yeah. I don't know how I'd react to somebody shitting right next to me like that. That's crazy.
Was it like a shark?
Just roll the punches, man.
Yeah. I mean, and when you're in a situation like that, what can you do? There's not much you can do. Just like you said, roll with the punches.
Have you ever had a chick shit on you while you're doing porn?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Not like actual like shit.
Yeah.
But, when you're fucking a girl in the ass.
Yeah, you get a little.
Prep the right way.
You get a little bit of residue.
Butter.
Oh yeah, that will happen from time to time.
The worst I had was in a swing experience out in New Jersey. Me and the husband was running a DP on his old lady, and I smelled it, so I knew what happened. And I looked down, it was just like, shit. So I ran to the bathroom. You don't want to make a scene about it because she knew what she did too.
Oh yeah.
I had some stomach issues. I'm sorry. I have to use the bathroom real quick. You don't want to make a fucking big deal out of it.
Yeah.
He's nice enough to let you fuck her in the ass. Don't make her feel bad.
That was my next question. Which hole were you in, man?
Oh, I was in the ass.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
It's in the ass.
Gotta go in there.
I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna say something. My bad.
No. I'm waiting. What you guys got?
Oh, okay. What's been like your favorite scene that you've ever done?
Oh boy, there's a couple. One of my favorite. I don't want to limit it to my favorites or anything like that because I don't want anyone to feel bad. But I really had a great time working with Ava Minks. I did 2 videos of her, and then Lexi Gray was an amazing shoot. She's a dirty girl, man. She's down for anything. Me and my buddy Vic Hammer, he's a really good friend of mine outside of the porn world too. We had a hell of a shoot in Manhattan with this fucking blonde Kelly West. We were having a good time down in the city and everything, and he was like, "Hey, I met this girl last night at the Titty Club. She's getting into porn. She wanted to stop by and make a scene." I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So we went over there. We fucking double teamed her. She was fun. Mallory Maneater. She's a great performer and a better person. Housewife Kelly. See, I could talk about each one because I had an amazing time with each of these ladies.
I couldn't imagine any time would really not be a good time. Seems like they're all good times.
Yeah, I had a lot of chemistry with a lady. I don't have any content on my many vids, but I shot with her for the company Intimacy Productions.
Yeah.
Anastasia Rose, we had really good chemistry. And Kendra Hart, if you look her up, you are following her. She's a great time. And Nadia White's amazing. I mean, I can keep going. I mean, it's they're all great times.
Oh yeah. I mean, I can't think. Well, there was one time that was a bad experience for me. It wasn't filming anything, but it was just a overall bad experience, man. It was horrible. I don't know if you want to hear about it or not, but
yeah, sure.
Fuck it. I'll tell you about my mishap, man.
So did you get fingered in your butt?
No, and that was Toby. That wasn't even like a sexual experience. That was just
sure.
Yeah, I just got a finger in my ass for it was scary.
Yeah, we all been there.
Yeah, but yeah, I was with this lesbian chick, and she was like, she had been exclusively lesbian for like years, and for whatever reason, she took a liking to me, and I was like, okay, well, yeah, let's do it. Well, I didn't take into account that she had, been a lesbian for several years, and had these ginormous, huge dildos that just totally wrecked her fucking shit. I mean, this shit was fucking destroyed. You wouldn't have guessed it by looking at her, but it was pretty fucking bad. And only time I've ever had to be had to like just stop what I was doing and just be like, hey, look, this isn't going to work out. Like, I'm done. Like, there's no way this is going to happen. And that was pretty much it. She was just kind of like, okay, well, I'll just gather my things and I'll take off. I was like, yeah, it was nice talking with you and stuff, but, this shit ain't going to fucking happen. I mean, it was pretty bad.
We've all been there in our personal lives and everything. When I'm doing a shoot, I always make sure that I'm prepared. But, like, we all been out on a night partying or something like that where all the equipment doesn't work. It says you, then you be like, tell them, hey, it's not you, it's me,
Yeah.
Do they give you anything if your equipment's not working?
You bring your own. I mean, at least
Gotcha.
the people. I mean, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm not going to look. When you show up for a porn shoot, it's like
You better be
there's a lot of
ready.
money involved.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you show up with a limp dick on a shoot, I mean, word gets around quick.
Oh yeah, they gave that Vitaly dude hell. Remember that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that.
On Bang
He
Bus?
was on Bang
Yeah.
Bus, yeah.
Yeah.
She was like straight blowing him, and he was just like, yeah, it's not working,
Yeah.
guys. I never
Dude,
did like that guy.
I mean, girls girls and girls talk, and then producers talk, and then it's like if you're known as a guy, because look, they're paying the girl to show up. They took the time out of their day. They got the camera crew there. They got this there. They got that there. If you can't deliver the goods, you're not going to get much work.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be known as the guy with the limp dick. That's for sure.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people when you do like paid work. Not content shares are a little bit easier because it's normally just you and the girl.
Right.
But when you're doing paid work, you gotta. I was built for it because I did a lot of the swinging shit. Like I've done gangbangs. I fuck girls in the middle of swing clubs. So being out there and people watching has never been a problem for me. But a lot of guys, the 18, 19-year-olds who have watched porn, they're like, oh, I could fucking do this. Try having a camera touching your ball sack when you're fucking doggy style. Or try having a cameraman over your fucking shoulder to get a POV blowjob shot. You know what I mean? Oh, that's nice balls you got back there, bud. How you doing?
You feel him breathing on your shoulder?
Yeah, it's like, oh, okay, what was that, nachos you had for lunch? The breathing in your ear and shit,
So did you get them nachos from down in the corner, man? They smell good as fuck, man.
Yeah, it's a different mentality, For facial abuse, when you got fucking throw up chunks rolling down your ball sack into your ass crack, that's a little hard to keep focused.
Yeah. Hell, I don't like when I got, some swamp ass rocking back there. I couldn't imagine like some throw up chunks. That'd be rough.
You get and those scenes take a while to shoot, and it's like it's rough content, but that's what everyone signed up for. But that very first time, and I had someone just straight projectile vomit on me, I was like, huh?
Now I'm a G.
How about that?
He's like, how about that? That actually happened.
Has there ever been?
I was like, holy shit.
Has there ever been a moment in the scene where you were like, you were like, oh wait, hold on a second, I got to take 5 on this one. Like we'll resume here in a minute, but I got to take a few minutes to myself here.
A couple of times with facial abuse I did because it was really hot. For me, I can't fuck if I'm hot, man. It's like and then another time with that company, Intersea Productions, like if the room's really, 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 really hot, it's hard for me to keep it up. I need the room to be like not like an Arctic temperature or meat locker, but I can't be in there when the room's like fucking 80. You know what I mean?
I get
Oh
that.
yeah, I feel you, man.
And then,
Like, hey, give me a box fan or something to set up, and I'll be all right.
And then sometimes it's just not chemistry. Like you said,
Right.
It's like when you show up on set, some girls are just like, fuck, I want to get this over with. I want to get my money. Don't fucking smile at me. I'm not your fucking girlfriend. Da 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 da.
Right.
Oh, that's great. This is good for the old dick.
Yeah, I'd imagine you'd have to have some chemistry. The only situation where I could think where... Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
This ain't the fucking love connection. That's what you got to separate yourself too. It's like you got to remember this is business. But it's just nice if you could grab ass around a little bit and just pretend for a little bit.
Oh yeah. I'd imagine like the only time where I don't think I would want any chemistry or not care if there was any chemistry is if it was just like a good old hate fucking. Like you already hated the person. And you were just like, you know what? I'm going to hate fuck the shit out of them and ruin their fucking day. And then I'm going to get my paycheck and go the fuck home and laugh about it because that's great.
Nothing like some dry anal, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Like pillow going dry.
Yep. if there was any one person out there, celebrity-wise, personal-wise, whoever, that you could just hate fuck the shit out of, who would it be?
Oh, hate fuck anyone. Oh boy, can I get back to you a couple? I gotta think about it. Can you ask me a couple other things?
Yeah. Take your time on that one, man. I'll be straightforward with you. I know exactly who I'd hate fuck the shit out of. Dusty, you want to answer this one for me?
He would hate fuck Anthony Kiedis.
Anthony fucking Kiedis from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I'm not gay at all. I just hate that motherfucker so much. I'd ruin his fucking day.
I don't get it.
Why is that? You just dislike him? You just fuck it. Just rip his asshole apart, huh?
Pretty much, yeah. Pretty much. Wouldn't even give him the fucking courtesy of a reach around. Wouldn't happen.
Jesus.
I just
maybe,
just don't like him, man.
Maybe that bitch, the one, let me think. Shit, I'll get back to you. I gotta think. This is a tough question.
Take your time, man. We're in no rush here. None whatsoever. Sorry. Just laughing at myself here.
No, it's
hate,
all right.
hate fucking Anthony Kiedis, man. Not anybody else in the band, just to clarify. Just him.
Yeah, he seems like he's a little pretentious.
Yeah. He's a big fan of, like, the UFC. And me and Dusty, we're big fans of the UFC as well. And back when, before COVID hit, anytime there was a big fight, it always, shows the celebrity sitting ringside.
Kathy Griffin.
What's that?
Sorry, it just popped in my Kathy Griffin.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can't stand her either, man.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking cunt. I hate her with every bone in my fucking body.
Hey, I'm with you, man.
Now, she's probably listening. I'm going to get some fucking nasty grabs.
Hey, man, I'll tell you what. If you ever get a chance to hate fuck her, man, I'll tag team her with you. We can hate fuck her together, man.
10-4.
All right.
So what was he doing at UFC? I cut you off. I just did
no,
in my
like
head.
it'll like sometimes like when they're doing like a big pay-per-view event or something, like it'll cuts to ringside and shows like celebrities sitting there or whatnot, and it'll show him, and I'm just like, oh fuck, man, night's ruined. I had to look at fucking Anthony Kiedis. It just, I guess it bugs me that like we share an interest in UFC. I don't know. Just
if I ever come to Kentucky, I'll make sure to play under the bridge.
I'd tell you to go fuck yourself, but you'd probably do it. So you mentioned earlier, like you were dating a girl. Now, how is the dating scene when you're in the porn business? I mean, is it do you date girls that are also in the porn business, or do you try to stay away from it? Or
I haven't officially dated anyone in the porn industry. I've fooled around with them.
Yeah.
You find some people that you're cool with, and things work out that way. But
right.
As far as per se, like being in an emotional, full-on relationship, no. But it's not that I stay away from it. It's just never happened. It's but as far as dating, it's tough. It's tough meeting normal girls because one, it's not like this is just my experience. I can't speak for all men.
Right.
You know how we see like porn girls, we're like, oh yeah, I would have fucked shit out of them. A lot of like civilian girls will see like porn guys, not all of them, but they're like, oh, that's fucking gross.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, and then, but it's tough. It's like, I'm up front with them too. It's like, not off the rip. I'll go on 1 or 2 dates, and then it's like, I break it down. It's like, look, this is what I do.
Yeah.
And that's like, I don't do it full time, but I don't plan on stopping. If someone offers me work tomorrow, I'm gonna fuck tomorrow.
Right.
I try to break it down like this is just business. I do this for money, da-da-da, but...
That's how you have to look at it, really.
Yeah, but women are more, I would say they're more competitive.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
So with that, they don't want to share their man. It's like, not that men want to share their women, but I think the women are more competitive. They're more, they're I don't know the word I'm looking for, but they definitely, they're more, they don't want to be that girl that has the man whore.
Yeah.
Not that men want to have a woman that's a whore, but I think it's more acceptable for us to do it than, it's just, but yeah, it's definitely challenging, and it is hard because with the I don't really want to talk. I don't want to hear about your dog or your grandma or your favorite color. It's like I've been talking to you 20 minutes and bought you a drink. We can't fuck yet.
Like, let's just fuck it. Let's get it on. Like, I don't want to hear about everything. Let's just do it.
You lose a little bit of your game. You lose a little bit of your game. You lose because you lose the patience. I remember when I was in my 20s, I would chat a girl up at the bar all night. I'd be interested in I'd be hanging on every word she says, tell her a dream. Now it's like, all right, Toots, what are we doing here?
It's been 20 minutes.
It's like,
you suck me or what?
Yeah, especially on these damn dating apps. It's like, all right, do you want to meet or something? And it's like, no, I want to text more and get to know you. Like, what do you want to know? What do you want to know?
Like, that's pretty much what Tinder's like based off of. It's just like, want to get together and fuck, you get on Tinder, right? Joey Pye, another guy that comes on the show all the time. Years ago, he was on Tinder. And I mean, story after story after story about how he just, would meet these random chicks and go and fuck them and come back and, do it again the next day with a different one. He never told me, he was like, yeah, man, I didn't get lucky last night. This chick just wanted to, lay all her problems on me and shit. It's like, yeah.
Well, if I can meet them off the website, but like what I was saying earlier, you kind of lose a little bit of your killer instinct once you start just having sex all the time. It's like you really lose that edge that you once had, because it's really hard to want to care. Now, I don't want to say like care emotionally, but it's hard to care about a lot of. It's like I just want to fuck you.
You don't want to put in the effort anymore.
Yeah, I got very lazy.
Yeah, I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
I talk
Something to
about
consider
that
there.
with my friends. Yeah, I talk about that with my friends all the time, because we'll be at the bar, so they're like, why don't you go up and talk to them group of girls? I was like, one, I got to fight through the herd. I got to fucking talk her ear off for 30, 40 minutes and act really, really interested. And then three, there's a hypothetical chance that I might not even get lucky, and then I might exchange phone numbers. Then now it goes back to the fucking texting.
Yeah? Then your fucking night's wasted? Your fucking dick's gone to waste for the night?
Yeah, fuck it, dude. It's like I said, don't get me wrong, I still go out and have a good time here and there, but it's just like, I don't put like you said it perfectly, I don't put the effort in like I used to.
Yeah. And hell, honestly, you really don't have to,
Yeah, at this point in my life, it's like, none of my like regular civilian buddies, it's like they can't really say it. It's like they can't say, oh, what are you, afraid of women? I was like, yeah, that's exactly it. Or it's like, oh, you don't want to fuck. It's like, what can you say to me? I was like, there's nothing. I was like, I'm sorry, I just thought I'm not feeling it tonight,
Yeah. So I mean, you say you haven't dated like in chicks that are in the porn business, but what are the chicks that you do date? Like what do they say about it? Are they cool with it at first, and then does it get to them, or what?
Some are, some aren't. It eventually gets to them all.
Yeah.
At first, it's like, oh, you're like a novelty, and da 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 da. And
yeah.
then it's like, so it's like with any bad habit. Let's say if you're a cigarette smoker, you're a heavy drinker, it's gonna be like, she puts up with it for that first like month, and it's like, so maybe you want to cut back to maybe half a pack a day, or how about to my parents' house? How about that? Or you know what I mean? It's like,
right.
Eventually, so you're gonna do this forever? I was like, well, I plan on doing it until my looks run out, I guess.
Till I'm old and wrinkly. But hey, then there's a market for like like grandpa porn and shit,
Oh yeah, man, that's that whole stepdaddy stepdaughter thing. That's big right now.
Oh, that's big, man. Here in Kentucky, I think that's like the #1 searched.
I think it is
thing.
too. Yeah,
like either stepmom or stepdaughter or something, something. I don't know.
I think that might be not just Kentucky. I think that's nationwide. I think stepmom.
Oh yeah, it's definitely blown up a lot, all over. Oh, there's even like the whole stepbrother, stepsister fucking joke thing. Like you always see the memes or whatever,
Yeah, I like the ones where it's like the stepbrother jerking off in the shower and the sister walks in. I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
I always like that I'm stuck in the dryer. Stepbrother, help! I'm stuck in the dryer, or I'm stuck under the bed.
Man, yeah, Maytag man's loving life.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh. So back to I want to touch on the facial abuse stuff here for a moment, if you don't mind.
Yeah, sure.
Earlier you had said everybody knows what they signed up for. When the cameras go off and everything's said and done, do the girls like just wipe their face off and just like start smiling and be like, "That's great, guys. Let's do this again next week." Like how do they feel about that? Well, like what they just went through.
every person's different. You
Right.
get the professionals that come in there, and that's how they are. They jump in the shower, they get the check, and they go back to their room. A
Huh.
lot of the girls sometimes they're like brand new in the industry.
Yeah, oh,
and
yeah.
it's like fucking shock and awe, man. It's like, but I'll tell you what, when those cameras go off, those are the nicest, most considerate men that you'll ever meet in your life. They go out of their way to make sure the girl's safe. They go out of their way to make sure the girl's comfortable. If all the girl has to say is cut, they cut. They don't pressure them in anything. It's all about the girl. I know when those cameras are running, it looks like it's like rough, but I mean that's the nature of the content. But when those cameras go off, those guys, everyone involved, are the nicest, most considerate, professional people you ever work for.
Kind of just killed my boner a little bit there, man. Not gonna lie. Just a little bit. No, I'm just kidding, man.
You know? And there's always a standalone camera running too to make sure that there's no falsities brought up about the scene. They always have a standalone camera that films the entire time you're in the area.
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
yeah. I was gonna say you got to have some kind of insurance on something like that. Yeah, that's like that one video. What was it? The whiniest bitch in porn or whatever, who like went in and like she didn't want to like she obviously was there. She wanted to get fucked, but then she was like, I don't know. And then like she whined and shit about it. And then she tried to like sue the guy or whatever, and he brought the tapes up. Remember? Yeah. Yeah, there's some weird shit that goes down, man.
When those cameras go on, it's rough on them. But when cameras go off, it's all about them making sure they're comfortable and everything. But what you're saying is when those girls are done with that scene, if they're brand new, a lot of them, they get these. There's a lot of bad people like that say they're agents, and a lot of these agents will book these girls, and they don't know what they're getting booked for. Now it's partially on the girl because she didn't do her own research, but you get these agents that they're no good people.
Scumbags.
They'll book them for, they're suitcase pimps, man.
Yeah.
They'll book them for shit that they're not comfortable doing, and then it's like, well, you're fucking here. This is but it's just like, that's some of the low level biggest problems with porn, in my opinion.
I could see
that.
Because
they take these naive girls. They take these naive girls who think they're gonna be like the next big thing, and they get forced. They don't get forced into it. They show up on a set and they have no idea what they're there for.
Sorry about that. I kind of got distracted there for a minute. My bad.
No, that's no problem.
Oh, I lost my train of thought there, man. Boner died.
No worries at all, man. But, a lot of them, after those hardcore scenes like that, I've seen a lot of girls. That was it. I worked with a girl. She was from Colorado. It was her very first scene, and she's like, she's thinking it's going to be a normal sex scene. I looked at her. I was like, do you know what you signed up for? And she was like, no, not really. And I tried explaining to her, and that was it. I tried to keep in contact with her. She was like, that was it. That scarred me. I was like, on set, nothing was done wrong on set. It's just she wasn't prepared for that because the agent who booked her or whatever didn't give her any heads up.
When you walk into something like facial abuse, you better be ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't imagine that.
You get the real professional girls, though. They come in there, they knock that shit out, and it's an easy day because they know what they're getting into. Some of them, I think, might even like it. It's like... Yeah,
I'd imagine. I kind of hope, like in the back of my mind, some of them actually do enjoy that.
Yeah, and it's just, but it makes for a real. I remember starting shooting at 11 p.m. and not getting done until 4 a.m. because some of the newer girls, it was like real rough to get done because you're jamming your cock forcefully down someone's throat. That's not an easy day for anyone.
Oh yeah, you ever get somebody bite you, get a little toothy with you?
Oh yeah. I had a girl. She had like some issues with her teeth, and one of them scraped me real bad, and I was like, she hit my vein or something. It was just blood was popping out everywhere.
Oh gosh!
I was like, well, they still paid me and everything, but it was just like I can't go anymore. The guy wanted to put some liquid skin on my dick. I was like, no, man, I can't.
Put some moleskin on it.
How does something like that work? Like if you became like injured on set, like how does that work? Do you get like workman's comp?
No, I mean there's not any kind of. I mean I don't know about the big industry. Like I'm not a superstar by any means. I'm not, like I said, I'm not Johnny Sins, not Xander Corvus. I'm not the big name guy. I'm sure they have something like that, like with their union, 'cause there is an adult union. But
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there is an adult sex workers union, but for the things that I was doing, I mean, the only time I ever got injured on set, other than your, cramp or a bump and a bruise, is just that girl with her teeth. Man, they were just her teeth, and one of them scraped me the wrong way, and I just started gushing blood out my dick, man.
Dang.
I don't envy you for that, man. Not one bit.
Yeah, it's not as easy as what people think. So a lot of positions you go into, it's not like you're having sex with your girlfriend. It's like you got to do what looks good for the camera.
Oh, yeah.
So you end up with cramps. You end up with, your back hurts, your knee hurts, this hurts.
Hey,
At the end of the day, it's like, why am I complaining? I'm fucking a hot girl, so just shut up and deal with it.
I've tried some of those positions. They're not easy to get into. If you're not limber and you're not ready to stand in that position for long periods of time, it's not going to happen.
Yeah, the one that I dislike, but you got to do, is the one where you're standing, like you're in doggy style, and you're like, your knees are bent, but you're standing, and you're going in, because like my knees start aching and baking, and my back starts hurting. It's like, Jesus Christ, you're getting old here, Johnny.
I know the exact position you're talking about, man. It's not an easy one to do.
Makes for a great camera angle, but it is not easy.
What advice would you give somebody that's maybe looking to get into the adult film business?
If you're not doing gay for pay, if you just want to shoot straight porn, you're going to have to build a resume. You're going to have to find a girl, preferably someone who has a little bit of a following, or you can do amateurs, both of you be amateurs, but that's going to be really hard. But if you can find a girl, someone who has a little bit of a following, put some stuff on ManyVids, put some stuff on Tinder, Twitter, put some stuff on OnlyFans, and promote yourself. And just like I said, I could write a book about everything you're not supposed to do. I can tell you that, because when I first, like I told you earlier, when I first got started, man, I was a fucking idiot. I mean, I'm not saying I'm the best at it now, but when I very first got my Twitter, I'm messaging like fucking a Bella Danger. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, who the fuck am I to message a Bella fucking Danger? You know what I mean? It's like, you got 10 followers. You're messaging the biggest name in the fucking industry. Are you fucking serious?
Hey,
I'm putting up Twitter fucking comments. I'm adding people's now. I'm atting people that have no business fucking atting. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, and hey,
But,
I got to give you credit, man. You got balls for doing something like that, Got to have balls,
Yeah, it's just like I said. You got to, as a male, as a straight male, without any kind of female helping you. I mean, it's going to be almost impossible.
Yeah.
But if you could find, like, I got lucky with that swinger couple, because she was a hot blonde with huge tits.
Yeah.
But I would say find like a stripper. I'm not saying the strippers are bad people, but find like a stripper who's real hot, who would be willing to do that. Make an OnlyFans with her, and then post the content on Twitter, and that way you could build a resume.
Yeah.
Because if the industry of like the paid companies or even the other girls, if they don't see that you have any work, they have nothing to judge you off of. It's like your sex videos or your job, your resume. That's how you get people.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you could get someone that's in the industry, like if you know that girl, if you live in Ohio and you know that girl that works down the street, she has 5,000 followers. If you could somehow get her. It's like, and you got to pay too. It's like, I paid for some girls that work with me. That helps. You got to remember, this is their job. Not everyone's just out here fucking.
Yeah.
I went to a good seminar in Philly one time, and the guy that runs Freak Mob Media, he spoke, and he was looking at the guys in the crowd. He said, "How much you pay for those new Jordans?" The guy said like $150. He was like, "You know what? If you put another $150 and get like a $300, $400, you can get like a girl who's new in the industry to shoot with you." Now, if you want to do porn, you got to look. Do you want these Jordans or do you want to shoot? And then the best advice he gave everyone in the crowd was, you have to invest in yourself.
That's true.
Yeah, you ain't going to be wearing those Jordans while you're fucking.
Yeah.
Well, you could,
Yeah.
but.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You got to invest in yourself. I made T-shirts. I made T-shirts. I paid girls to shoot with me. I've went to the expos. I went to all the Exoticas. I went to the AVNs. It's like, you have to just market yourself. Always pounding, always grinding,
Yeah.
Pounding and grinding.
I'll say both on screen and off.
Yes, sir. Both on screen and off.
Oh, man.
Well, one more question here. We'll probably wrap this up here. My stream's running like shit for some reason tonight, but what's the weirdest thing that you think has ever happened to you while on set?
Weirdest things that ever happened to me while on set. Probably, I mean, it was, weirdest thing on set. It was probably my very first time. Well, they called it the Netflix and chill position. It was like where you're on the couch at facial abuse, and I was, we're doing our thing, and literally this girl threw up, and it was like she ate like potato soup. And you felt literally shock running down your cock, running down your balls, and into your ass. And it's like I'm sitting there, and you're trying to keep that mean dom alpha fucking thing going on. You're trying to keep your dick hard.
Right.
And you just feel like chunks of hot throw up and fucking the smell, and you know what I mean. That was probably the weirdest thing that's ever happened.
That's just bad.
That's so bad.
Yeah, kind of makes me not want to eat potato soup anymore. Or next time I eat it, just spill the bowl in my crotch and just let it run all over.
Gotta have that smell, man.
Oh yeah, but then you gotta add in the stomach acid smell.
Yeah.
And
That's true.
Then you gotta add in the fucking hot room and the piss and the puke. You gotta add all those nice smells.
Yeah, I can't say I've ever had a chick throw up on me before. Not to that extent.
Well, I had a chick one time throw up on me, but it wasn't that bad. It was like she was in a dom sub relationship, and her dom wanted me to like fuck her throat, and I went, all right. So like I had an extension cord tied behind the back of her neck, not around her throat, on the back of her neck, and I was fucking her throat and holding her in place with the extension cord while she was filming it for her dom.
Yeah.
And she puked on me, but it wasn't that big of a deal. It was just like a cool bleh. It was like, I was like, no big deal. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, and if you're in like the position I'm thinking of, gravity kind of does the work for you. You're not going to get it, up your ass crack.
Yeah. That was weird. When I was sitting on that couch, you just felt that shit running down your balls, and then your taint, your ass.
Was it a leather couch?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
So like once it got there, it just kind of sat there. It didn't like soak in or nothing.
Oh, it pulled around you, and you're sitting in it, and it's like you got to keep going, man. You're getting paid for this. This is work. This isn't life. This is work.
Oh man. Well, man,
I did fart one time while I was getting a blowjob.
Oh man,
farting and porn's always great, honestly.
That wasn't weird for me, what I mean? But it was just like I felt bad for the girl. Like she called time out. She's like, "Did you really just fucking fart?" I'm sorry.
Was it like a protein fart?
Yeah. Oh, it was bad. Oh, it was real bad. It was like, oh fuck. So we had to let the room air out a little bit, and it was awkward. And
tell me there's a video of that we can watch somewhere, because I'd love to watch that.
No. It was paid work, and it got edited out.
Oh, man.
You ever been on eFucked before?
What?
You ever been on the website eFucked before?
No, I have not.
Oh man,
it's got some.
It's got some good outtakes.
Yeah, it's like how can I explain it here? Like I don't want to say a bloopers. Well, it's kind of like porn bloopers and like weird shit, stuff like that.
Shoot me a tweet with the website. I'll check it out.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out.
Good. Yeah,
they got some fucked up shit on there. We watch it sometimes, just laugh our fucking asses off. Some of the weird fucking demented shit that's on there. It's good stuff, man. I'm not gonna lie.
You see some wild shit. I'll tell you that. In these 3 years I've been doing it, buddy, I've seen some crazy shit.
I couldn't even imagine some of the crazy shit you've actually seen.
Yeah.
I mean, I could definitely get a good idea of some of the weird sex you've probably seen, but in addition to everything else, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some weird shit.
It's a different world, man. It was a different world.
Now, if you ever need like a camera guy, hit me up, man.
Oh,
I'm your guy.
Yeah, I will.
Hey,
I need a camera guy. Look, man. Whenever those things start picking, hopefully they start picking back up here soon, man. And I'll definitely hit you up on Twitter, and I'll inquire, see if you're available.
Hey, let me know, man. I'll tell you right now. I brush my teeth religiously. I wear good smelling cologne, and and I respect boundaries. So you ain't got to worry about me rubbing up against you from behind or nothing.
Sounds good to me, man.
Oh, man.
That's all a man could ask for.
Oh, shit. Well, Johnny, man, hey, I appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule and giving us a call and chatting with us for a while. Love talking with you.
Thank you guys, man. Once again, I want to thank you for your opportunity, giving me the chance to reach out and talk to all your listeners and you guys in particular. It means a lot to me, and I do appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Hey, not a problem. Anytime you want to call in, you got the number, man. Just give us a call. We'll answer.
All right. Have a great evening.
Thanks, man.
You
too.
do the same, man. Be careful out there.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, bye.
What a nice guy.
Super nice guy. That was actually really cool, man.
Super down to earth.
He had some
man.
good questions. I was just sitting there just chilling, listening, man. It was good.
I mean, hey, honestly, he just started talking, and I just kind of just let him go with it, man.
Yeah, it was
you know?
good.
A lot of the questions that I kind of had, he kind of answered for me.
Mm-hmm. The Stern stuff was really interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know if he was going to want to talk about that or not.
I mean, he's just open dude, man. Open book. That was cool.
Really
Yeah.
cool, down to earth, man. Dude, I hope he hits me up about some fucking cameraman work. That'd be the shit, man. I'll be like, fuck yeah.
I see you strolling up there with like a GoPro and shit. Can't bring that in here. Like, I fucking am.
Yeah, like, your ass ain't bringing my fucking GoPro in here. Fuck you.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I don't know what was up with our stream tonight. People kept saying like it was freezing up or whatnot.
That sucks.
And like I'm watching like the kilobytes per second or whatnot on the app here.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been kind of fucky.
Has it dropped a little bit since we dropped the phone call, maybe?
No, it's still doing the same thing. I don't know what the
weird.
fuck's up with
It
it.
sucks. I see it over here actually now.
Oh yeah, you can see it.
I
over
can
there,
see it
yeah.
on the red
It's like flashing
red and
red
yellow.
into yellow. And sometimes
sucks.
it's green.
Yeah.
I just hope it turns out good.
My cousin
man.
texted me. He's like, "Oh my God, you got fucking the jackhammer on?" I was like, Jerry did this. He got this all set up, man. I didn't do anything. I'm just here.
Dude, I tell you, like I've been fucking around on Twitter like a lot more lately. Like I ain't been doing shit on fucking Facebook at all. It's just Twitter all day fucking long. And it's like, I don't want to say what I saw him comment on, but he commented on something.
Yeah.
And like I already followed him before,
Mhm.
you know, because I saw him on the Stern Show or whatever. And
I heard
you know.
that
That
episode with you. We were together when we heard that episode.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
part
yeah.
of it.
yeah, we definitely listened to it together, I'm sure. But like, yeah, I already followed him, and you know, I guess he's just, you know, nice guy or whatever. He followed me back, and I noticed like he started, you know, like some stuff he would like retweet my stuff, and I was like, oh, this guy's actually pretty cool. You know, he retweets my stuff, likes my stuff, and then you know, I saw him comment on something, and I was just like, wow, like that's actually pretty fucking good. And then, like I messaged him, and I was like, hey man, you know, I know you don't know me, and you know whatever, but like what you commented, man, you know, that really fucking hit home, and whatnot. And, you know, we just started fucking chit-chatting and shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, hey, man, you know, what are the odds you fucking, you know, call on the podcast one night, man? He was like, fuck, I'll do it. And I was like, really? Like, I don't have to beg or fucking nothing? He was just like, nah, man, I'll do it. And I was like, cool.
Yeah, man,
yeah.
that's the cool thing, man. It's like a lot of people, I guess not, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, yeah, I got to do it, you know, things like that. He was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll do it. But it's like, some people are cool. They want to do it, you know. It could be like a highlight of their evening, man. You never know.
Yeah.
So, that was really cool.
He seemed to dig it, man.
Yeah.
He's a talker. He likes to talk, man.
Yeah, he's really good at it.
Yeah.
So.
I can't imagine why he hasn't done a construction worker themed porn yet.
Yeah.
Like, that would just make sense,
Yeah.
you know?
I don't know, maybe just because it's been done so much.
Yeah, probably.
But like I could see him like using a jackhammer and like a chick walks by and be like, "Sup, lady?
What's up? You want to get
Sup,
jackhammered?
beautiful?
Yeah. Pulling a Darren move.
Yeah, sup, beautiful." Oh, man.
Shit. Well, yeah, this fuck. I don't know if the stream was any good or not. I'm trying to watch it here on the
Yeah,
YouTube.
it sucks. But hey, we have the actual
Yeah.
episode. We'll post that shit all over the place, man.
Yeah, I just
You know
hope
you
it.
will.
I just hope it was good. But we are going to get the fuck out of here. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Follow us on all the social media platforms at KYHBB official. Call the hotline number 859-429-0055. All that fun stuff. And I think that's pretty much fucking it, right?
Like so, man.
Yeah, I'm your host, Jerry Saylor.
I'm Left for Slow but Dusty B.
And we are the fuck out. Stay sober, Toby.